Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 6:30, Fayette County Schools will have to find a new leader after the superintendent announced he's taken a new job. We'll have the latest.
A look ahead at that on WKYT this morning. The president set to meet today with leaders of Congress to discuss moving forward after the midterm elections. That, of course, will include Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell.
Just in time for the holidays, new stores opening up at the Fayette Mall. These stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT this morning.
It's Friday. Good morning and welcome in. It's so good to have you along with us November 7th as we get this morning off and rolling and head for the weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for being in. And it's the weekend. Yay, it's here.
I know you're all excited about the mall, too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Maybe.
It's new places to shop. Let's check in right now with Micah in our First Alert Weather Center this morning. It's going to be a cold day.
Hey, if you weren't watching earlier, Rebecca went to, where was it that you went to?
H&M.
H&M and didn't spend a dime. That's impressive.
What about that?
Trust me, I physically could not spend a dime because the register wouldn't work.
I wasn't going to throw that in there. I was just giving you some praise, man. Yeah, they wouldn't let her buy anything, all right? That opening's today, correct? Is that right? Yeah, today. So you can go buy all you want today, okay? First Alert Defender Live Radar. There is your look. Maybe a few sprinkles, a couple of flurries mixed in here and there down toward the southeast. 30s and 40s this morning. It's on the cool side. And planning out your Friday, check this out. We hit the afternoon of 45, right? We stay dry, so it's going to be pretty chilly today. Going toward the evening, big playoff games going on for high school football. And if you're going out there, I'll be out there at a couple of games. And if you're going out, no doubt bundle up, grab the hot cocoa. It's going to be a cold one. 38 there as we go our way through the game. So it's going to be very chilly. Off toward the weekend, it's the same story. I'll really break down that forecast for you. UK, UGA, and also EKU's got a big ball game, and I'll show you those forecasts coming up.
Hey, we'll see you then. We thank you. And here's the latest from WKYT News.
It is a process that has taken months to complete, but today the thousands of shoppers who visit Fayette Mall will get to see some results of all the construction that's been going on there.
And maybe spend some money.
Yeah.
A dozen new stores now fill part of the old Sears space at Fayette Mall, and they'll be opening up today. And WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live this morning with a look at that. Hey, good morning, Whitney.
Good morning. Well, these new stores and restaurants are located in the middle wing of the mall, which is where Sears used to be. The opening of about 20 new stores caps off a year-long construction project and brings many new stores to Lexington. H&M, Janie and Jack, and Altered State are just a few of the clothing stores. Swarovski, Clark's, and Oakley are also new to the mall. Now, there are some stores and restaurants that won't open until early next year, but the majority of them will open later today. Mall officials say parking has been added, and Lextran has also added a stop in the front parking lot near the Cheesecake Factory, which opened in late October. So there is something new for just about everyone here at Fayette Mall. All of these new stores are set to open at 10 o'clock this morning. Live in Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
All right, Whitney, thank you very much. And new this morning on WKYT, Lexington police are investigating a reported robbery attempt at a hotel. Two women say someone kicked in the door of their room at the Red Roof Inn on Athens Boonesboro Road. Police got the call just after 5 this morning. And when officers got there, the victim said the robber demanded that they hand over everything. However, the victim said they didn't have anything to give the robber. The would-be robber then apparently left empty-handed. Well, the embattled head of the Fayette County school system says he is leaving for a new job.
Tom Shelton made the announcement yesterday, and now the school system is working pretty hard to try and figure out what to do moving forward. WKYT's Mark Barber is tracking those efforts. He's at the live desk with the latest.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. School board members say they are shocked that Tom Shelton is leaving. Dr. Shelton has been the superintendent for 3.5 years, and some school board members say they expected him to stay through the end of his contract. Shelton tells us he's stepping down as a superintendent to become the next executive director of the Kentucky Association of School Superintendents. He says he accepted the new position on Tuesday after a unanimous vote of approval from the Association of Superintendents. His resignation is coming on the heels of a special audit of Fayette County Public Schools. A few months ago, the state auditor told us that the audit found evidence of failed communications, poor financial management, and weak policies. As for school board members, they say they have mixed emotions about Shelton's resignation.
And you want everything to go well, and obviously we've had some issues with the audit, with the budgetary process, and it's bittersweet. Personally, I hope he finds the happiness he's looking for.
Shelton's last day with Fayette County Public Schools is December 31st. The school board is now starting to look for the next superintendent. A planning meeting is scheduled for Monday at 5:30. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
What was a sad ending to the search for a missing elderly man in Whitley County. The sheriff's office says 85-year-old Ori Perkins disappeared after leaving his home early Thursday morning. A golden alert was issued after he never returned home. The Whitley County Sheriff tells us Perkins was later found dead at the bottom of an embankment in the Mountain Ash community. The sheriff says it appears Perkins' truck went off the road and over the embankment. Investigators say they do not suspect any foul play.
The time is 6:36 on WKYT this morning. A Northern Kentucky Sheriff's deputy has been cleared of any wrongdoing in connection to a deadly shooting. The Boone County grand jury will not indict Boone County Deputy Tyler Brockman. In April, Brockman said he was checking out reports of a field party when he tried to stop 19-year-old Samantha Ramsey. He said Ramsey hit him with her car, throwing him onto the hood. As she tried to drive off, Brockman said he shot into the windshield, claiming he feared for his life. Ramsey was injured and she later died. The Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld same-sex marriage bans in Kentucky and 3 other states.
In recent months, many courts around the country have ruled in favor of same-sex marriage. It appears now likely that the U.S. Supreme Court will take up the issue. Spokesmen on both sides say they're ready for the country's high court to settle the question once and for all.
We've taken a stand like a stone wall, and hopefully that will ultimately triumph in Washington before the Supreme Court.
The trend is going in our direction. People are going to be able to get married. Same-sex couples are going to be able to get married in Kentucky. So it's just a matter of time.
In a statement last night, Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear said Kentucky needs clarity and certainty on the issue of same-sex marriage. He urged the Supreme Court to take up the case on appeal.
The president is set to meet today with both Republican and Democratic congressional leaders. Kentucky's senior Senator Mitch McConnell will, of course, play a big role in that meeting. Both McConnell and the president say they are hoping to find some common ground between those two parties. McConnell, who is expected to become the Senate's majority leader, is warning the president not to use executive action to pass immigration reform. Another hot-button issue on the GOP agenda, repealing Obamacare. However, the president has already promised to veto any attempts to repeal health care reform.
A man who operated pain clinics in Florida and Georgia has been charged in a pill mill scheme that reached all the way to Kentucky. This is according to our partners at the Herald Leader. A federal grand jury charged that Joel Shumrak passed more than 1 million pills and Xanax in Clay County from 2008 up to this year. Shumrak and another doctor were part of a conspiracy that involved people from Kentucky going to clinics in Florida and Georgia to get their prescriptions without undergoing examinations.
A Central Kentucky jailer who lost Tuesday's election has filed a lawsuit to try to disqualify his opponent. Lincoln County jailer David Gooch says Rob Wilson should be disqualified because of one of the signatures on his filing paperwork. In an affidavit, Gooch says the signature is from a state employee and is not allowed to participate in political campaigns. Gooch lost to Wilson by 726 votes. The motion will be heard on November 24th in that county's circuit court clerk there. A famous zookeeper is making a visit to Central Kentucky today. Famed critter wrangler Jake Hanna is going to be making a big appearance in Richmond. It'll be at 1:30 this afternoon that he'll be at the Model Laboratory School at Eastern Kentucky University. He'll be speaking to all model students at that event, and also he'll be over at the EKU Center for a show this evening as well.
Very exciting. Love him, Jack Hanna.
That's right. They're all excited about the animals rolling into town there in Richmond.
Yeah. Well, a community continues to reach out to help a Jessamine County teacher recovering from a serious medical condition.
Students at Asbury University in Wilmore are holding a 5K and a fall festival this weekend, and the money raised will be donated to Sean Carlstead and her family. Carlstead, a teacher at Rosenwald Dunbar Elementary in Nicholasville, lost her hands and feet to an infection several months ago. The festival and the 5K run from 1 until 5 tomorrow will be there at Asbury. You can register for the race on the Walking in Faith Facebook page.
Well, we will all soon be able to get into the holiday spirit on ice. The ice rink at Triangle Park will open for the season. Illuminate Lexington activities will follow in the upcoming weeks. While those are free, the fee for the ice rink is $10 for an hour and a half. That price includes skate rental. Luminate Lexington events will be held November 28th and December 2nd, so stay tuned for more on that.
A lot of fun,
Yeah.
seasonal sights in downtown Lexington. Time this morning is 6:40, 20 before 7 now.
All right, we're checking the roads with a look at live drive traffic to see how things are looking.
And here is Nicholasville and alumni this morning over there at the UK campus. It'll be probably busier tomorrow with the folks getting in there for the tailgating ahead of the UK game at noon tomorrow. It's senior day. No reports of any early problems this morning. It's looking good, and let's hope we keep it that way as we head toward the morning rush. Hey, it's good to have you along. There's a lot more news coming up on WKYT this Friday morning.
Thanks for being here. If you're driving past this farm, one animal will have you doing a double take. Find out just how big the world's largest cow really is.
We're going to be awfully chilly this morning, in the 30s kicking off the morning. But, you know, as we go toward the afternoon, it doesn't rise that much, maybe 5 to 10 degrees. Then toward the weekend, it's still very chilly. But are we seeing rain or snow in the forecast? Well, I'll show you that off into your UK UGA forecast coming up.